Alright, what's up guys? This is Semi here, and today we are taking a look at Eeveelutions. So Eevee in this meta actually has a bunch of playable Pokemon, and today we're going to take a look at a deck that revolves around Eevee and how we can use all of them to our benefit. So one of our primary attackers is what you're seeing here, Espeon. He's an 80 HP Psychic Pokemon. He's got this attack Psychic, which is our primary attack. Does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy card attached to the defending Pokemon. We saw him in the intro video, and this is the way that we're going to showcase him. Is going to be the Psychic attack does 30 plus 10 for each energy. Most attacks in Gen 2 take 3 energy to do. So Psychic's base damage essentially is 30 in those situations. Any attack that uses 4 energy, we do 70. 2 energy, we do 50. So our numbers are 50 to 70. You can see how the damage output is really nice here. But he's going to be just one of our Pokemon that we can use. One other benefit that he has is a free retreat cost, which is important in the meta of Double Gust, where Double Gust will trap things in the active. So a free retreat cost is pretty important. Our other primary attacker is going to be Umbreon. So Umbreon is a dark Pokemon, which means that he can use dark energy to be able to do 10 plus damage. And his feint attack is a pretty good attack. It says choose one of your opponent's Pokemon, does 30 damage to that Pokemon, and nothing, including Pokemon powers, will change that damage. So you can snipe babies with this attack. You can snipe anything with this attack, really. And 30 damage snipe is actually pretty strong. I mean, when babies, this one-shots babies, basically, and it two-shots 60 HP bench warmers, you know, like, this is a pretty significant attack. If you use Feint Attack to the active, though, any darkness energy that you have attached to Umbreon will increase damage by 10. So Feint Attack with 2 dark energy in play does 50 damage to the active, and as your choice goes, 30 damage to the bench. So it has really good flexibility. One of the main reasons he's here, though, is because of the resistance to Psychic. So there's plenty of Psychic Pokemon in Gen 2. Dark Gengar is the primary one that we're talking about as a Tier 1 card. And resistance to Psychic means that you really just steamroll Dark Gengars. It's pretty crazy how important resistance plays a factor in that matchup. So Umbreon is here for those situations where we're playing a Psychic deck and we just need that resistance to get that boost going. So these are our primary 2 attackers, Espeon and Umbreon. But let's look at our tech attackers. So we have one Flareon, which comes from Jungle. He is the best fire option available. Flamethrower says discard 1 fire energy in order to use the attack, does 60 damage, and quick attack does 10 or 20 more if it's heads. So 30 or 10 basically with quick attack. So these are good numbers. Flamethrower is a 120 against fire weakness Pokemon, notably Steelix, and quick attack is potentially 20 to 60 against fire weak Pokemon. So you can see our numbers here are pretty cool. Flareon's entire existence here is simply to deal with Steelix and other metal types. And as you've seen in some of my past videos, there are some annoying metal types. Dark Scizor is an example, Fortress another example, and of course Steelix is the primary example. So that's what Flareon is here for. And also it's here for a lot of the grass Pokemon that are fire weak. So he's got really good utility in this deck. He's a 1 count. Another attacker is going to be Dark Vaporeon. So this is our way of dealing with fire Pokemon, notably Typhlosion and Arcanine and all that kind of stuff. But he actually has another effect that's really, really important for using this card in any other matchup. So Whirlpool is our primary attack here. For 2 water, 1 colorless, you do defending Pokemon has any energy attached. Choose one of them and discard it, and you do 20 damage base. So this is our answer for special energy. If the opponent has a special energy deck, then Whirlpool allows us to discard special energy without even a coin flip. You don't even need to flip anything to do it. So that's one of the great benefits that Whirlpool gives you. Bite is a generic 30 damage, which becomes 60 against water weak Pokemon. So he's here for the weakness, and Whirlpool has a secondary effect that's really beneficial to the deck. So he's a really good addition to the deck. He's a 1 count as well. So those are our primary attackers. We have some support Pokemon here. We're going to play a 2-2 line of the Porygon2 Pokemon. So Porygon2, if you don't know what it does, it allows you to turn any basic energy attached to your Pokemon into another energy type. And so it allows you to meet energy type restrictions. So as you can see, Flareon requires 2 fire minimum. Espeon requires 2 psychic minimum. Dark Vaporeon requires 2 water minimum, and Umbreon requires 2 dark minimum. So as you're seeing with all of this, Porygon's become important. Now, it's not too essential because we run a variety of energies, including Rainbow, to help out. However, you normally will want to get at least one Porygon 2 in play, so that all you ever need is one energy type of the one that you need on any of the Eevees, and Porygon will help the other one, and then the last one's usually Cuddleless. So usually getting one Porygon 2 in play is enough, but we have a 2-2 count just to keep it consistent. The 4 Eevee, though, is pretty cool. So he's a 50 HP basic. He's got the power energy evolution, but in this format, energy evolution is a coin flip. It's not an automatic kind of thing. So you flip a coin if it's heads, then the energy type you attached allows you to seek out a Pokemon. The interesting thing I noticed was if you attach a Rainbow energy, I think you can seek out anything because Rainbow does activate energy evolution. So that's an interesting thing to keep in mind is if you attach a Rainbow, you basically get anything for free. His weakness to fighting is relevant because there are a couple of fighting Pokemon, but resistance to Psychic is another big relevant thing. So once again, against Psychic decks, we have some pretty good resistances going on here. Now, Espeon is weak to Psychic, and he's a primary attacker, but Eevee is resistant to Psychic, Porygon2 is also resistant to Psychic, and Umbreon is resistant to Psychic. So we have plenty of Psychic options in this deck. So those are the Pokemon. Let's go into the energy. We have a 3 count of Darkness energy to boost Umbreon and Dark Vaporeon if you ever get him in play. A 3 count. If you don't know what Darkness energy does, it increases damage output by 10. But if you're not a Dark Pokemon or a Dark type Pokemon, then you take damage 10 per turn. So it's normally never good to attach to a Pokemon that is not a Darkness type or that's not a Dark type or has Dark in its name. But in this case, we run 2 attackers that can utilize Dark energy. He's also just a generic card to be able to retreat with, just energy count. So 3 count there. In terms of the rest of our energy, we have 3 fire energy, 5 psychic energy, and 2 water energy. So these are our counts for getting consistency with our build. 3 fire is for Flareon, obviously. 2 water is because all you'll ever need for Dark Vaporeon is just 2 water. And like I said, usually you have Porygon 2 to be able to convert one of those water or one of the energy type into a water type. So just the 2 counts fine. The 5 Psychic Energy is because primarily Espeon is going to be one of your attackers, and you can also use Psychic for everything else, Umbreon included. So 5 count of Psychic, and 2 count of Rainbow. So this 2 count here allows you to have some flexibility with energy you draw. Obviously, you can't recover them, and you can't use the Energy Stadium to get them, but a 2 count's enough to be able to keep it consistent. Moving on into the trainers, we have a 3 count of Trader. Trader is Pokemon communication for this era. It's one of the first. It's basically the first print of communication. Allows you to switch up one Pokemon in your hand with one in your deck. Allows you to get the right Eevees in play, or rather the right evolutions in play, and get an Eevee in play, Cleffas, etc. It's a good card. 3 count here. 3 good manners. This might be excessive to be honest, but it's useful if you can't seek out Eevees. Good manners allows you to basically show your hand to your opponent and then search your deck for a basic and put it in your hand. The important thing is you put it in your hand, not directly on the bench. So you can thin your deck out this way as well with good manners. It's a good card, a 3 count to keep because we definitely need to get Eevees in play. Also, Eevees evolutions are going to be KO'd in battle, and so you need to find a way to get them back in play. And good manners is your answer. A 3 count of that. 4 count of Double Gust. It's very important because this is basically this is in every deck in Gen 2. It's Lysander for both you and your opponent. Because of its Lysander for both of you, then retreat costs become an important factor. Notice that Cleffa has 0 retreat. We actually haven't talked about Cleffa, so I'm going to take an intermission here to talk about him. Most people already know what he does if you've seen my videos, but just in case you don't know, Cleffa is the definitive card of Gen 2. All decks revolve around Cleffa. Shuffle your hand to your deck, draw 7. It's basically your setup card for the beginning of the match. Allows you to, and also the baby rule means that it gets KO'd 50% of the time on a coin flip. So it's going to stay around for quite a while. Free retreat, no weakness. It's a really great card. It's 4 count to keep it consistent. Moving back into what we were talking about, so retreat costs. Espeon has no retreat costs. It's a free retreat Pokemon. Umbreon has 1. Dark Vaporeon has 1. Flareon has 1. Eevees have 1. not Espeon. There's Eevee. Eevee has 1, and then Porygon2 has 1. So you can see our retreat costs are basically minimal, which means that we can utilize Double Gust to its full potential. At any given moment, if you already have an attacker set up, all you need is an energy in hand to retreat with, and Double Gust becomes a free Lysander just for you. So very good card. It's a 4 count because our retreat costs are very thin. 2 Super Rod is going to be a good card to have in this kind of deck where if you have to use your one of attackers like Dark Vaporeon or Flareon, Super Rod allows you to get those cards back. It says flip a coin. If heads, you put an evolution card from your discard pile straight into your hand, and if it's tails, you put a basic straight into your hand. So this is really useful to get Eevees back and the evolution back. So at any given moment, you should be playing this card after an evolution has been KO'd. Allows you to get one or the other back. Both pieces are going to be important to get set up again. So very good card to have in this kind of deck. Super Rod is a 2 count. 4 Goldberry, because our HPs are not that low. They're not that great either, but Goldberry is just the best healing in the format. It's a tool you attach at any point when you have 40 or more damage. You heal 40 damage. If you have 30 or under damage, it doesn't activate. It just sits as a tool. But it's a very good card, and the action happens in between turns, so you can attack with potential damage cards and then heal the damage off. It's a very good card. It's a 4 count. If you look at our HPs, Espeon has 80, Umbreon has 80, Dark Vaporeon has 60, and Flareon has 70. So our HPs are pretty respectable. 80s mostly, but then 60 and 70 is not bad. So Goldberry will be utilized pretty effectively. We don't run any Focus Band, unfortunately. There's just not enough room. Maybe you can swap out one Goldberry for a Focus Band, but personally I just like Goldberry. 4 Professor Elm is going to be your pseudo supporter for the format. There are no supporters in Gen 2, but this acts like one. It allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 7. You can't play any more training cards this turn, so use it late game to use late game while you're attacking. Use Cleffa early game to get set up. 2 count of EXP.ALL. So in a deck like this where certain types of energy are important, EXP.ALL is a way of retaining those types of energies. So attach these 2 Eevees that are waiting on the bench, and you retain energy in play. Good thing about EXP.ALL in this format is that it discards itself after 1 use, so you free up your tool spot for another tool that you might need, specifically Goldberry. So it's a very good card, a 2 count here to keep energy in play. Energy Stadium is another way of keeping energy in play. So with Energy Stadium, you flip a coin if it's heads or tails. If it's heads, you take a card. You take an energy from your discard pile and put it into your hand. Very good card to retain energy in play. Also allows you to pick whatever energy you want from the discard, so you can find the one energy type that you need, and you can use Eevee's Evolution to seek out the specific Pokemon that you need. So very good stadium for this deck. Pretty much the only stadium you're ever going to play in a deck that has multiple energy types. Energy Stadium is a really good card. It's a 2 count. 3 Nightly Garbage Run, because like I said, if you need to use these one of attackers, then Garbage Run is going to be your way of recovering them. If you have a Trader Pokemon and Garbage Run in your hand, you can recover any Pokemon in play, because Garbage Run will put it back into the deck, and then Trader will get it back out of the deck. So Garbage Run's a very good card. 3 count because we just need to keep these one-ofs in play, and 3 count's always nice to prevent deck outs and things like that. So that's the deck, guys. Make sure to try it out. It's really fun. You have plenty of options for a lot of Pokemon. And the weakness ability, like the attacking for weakness, is really cool. It's a really good deck. Let's get into some of the matches. Alright, we got a match here against Hero 1. We have a Cleffa that we can start. That's really cool. And we're definitely going to bench the Eevee, because we're going to need to get at least one in play. So we don't know anything about his deck. So we're just going to good manners first. And we'll get a Porygon in play as well. Just get our primary 3 set up here. We're going to attach the water to the Cleffa, EXP.ALL, the Eevee, and then Eek. And we didn't get anything from the Eek, so that sucks. Next turn we can potentially Energy Evolve. Alright, we're definitely not going to Energy Evolve because that Psychic means that we have Psychic Weakness. So we're going to Elm again. And instead attach a Fire. We'll bench another one. Attach a Fire to the Eevee. And Eek again. There's the Umbreon that we want. Once again, the good news is that all of our Pokemon are Psychic resistant. We are flipping a lot better this time. We Can play the Umbreon, attach a Dark, actually start attacking with that too, so that's pretty crazy. We'll do this, and I think we can just retreat and hit the Cleffa, unless we want to continue to set up, which is, I mean, that's worth doing, I guess. Let's just retreat and hit the Cleffa. No, we're gonna Eek. Alright. That means, let's just say that would have meant that we weren't gonna hit the Cleffa anyway. So that's fine. There's an Elekid, which means that he actually will get around my resistance and do 20 to the Umbreon. There's a Trader, so we can Trader a Cleffa for a Porygon. Evolve that, and we'll attach Psychic to the Umbreon. Now he's set up for a the second attack, so now we can just Eek, still get Tails. More frustration from that end. Goldberries, attach a Dark Haunter, Psychic, Eek again. Instead, I'm actually going to attach an energy to Porygon and Eek again. There we go, finally. So we can Trader the Cleffa. We'll Trader the Cleffa for another Umbreon. Get an Umbreon in play. There's a Mischievous, which is the pain in the ass. We have 2 Double Gust in hand, though. So I'm going to Trader the Cleffa for the Umbreon. And then evolve that. We can bench the Porygon too. So here's the thing. Do I start sniping it is the question. He has a Focus Band on. If I put him in the active and I miss the attack, he comes in with Mischievous, puts me to sleep. I play Double Gust with no energy in hand, but then I can flip for an energy, so I think it's worth it. So let's go ahead and Feint Attack. Tails, which means he'll bring up the Mischievous to put me to sleep after he evolves. There's a Resistance Gym. Does this mean that he intends to actually attack me instead? No, he's definitely going to go for the Mischievous. We're not seeing the Gengar yet, though. Double Gust is going to bring out the Umbreon, and then I can Elm. Yeah, he puts me to sleep, so definitely Double Gust. This time I'm going to bring up something that has a retreat cost. I guess the Ghastly is the only thing, because this one's already energized. Bring up the Ghastly. And then we can... So here's the interesting thing is I can just retreat into the Umbreon and Feint Attack. So yeah, I can just Feint Attack the Mischievous. So Energy Converter. The thing is, see, I don't have another Double Gust in hand as a guarantee. That's the point. So I don't want to leave this hand so quickly. So we'll Feint Attack the Mischievous. He can't heal that off, obviously. So that's good as well. He can now retreat, that's fine. Puts me to sleep again, but I Double Gust again. Hopefully his band doesn't activate. He'll bring up something that has to retreat for sure. And I really need to be able to we'll actually put him back up in the active, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And now we Elm. There's an energies, beautiful. So we can go ahead and just spend a water. Retreat into this guy. And Feint Attack. Right, Energy Converter first. Psychic into a Darkness, and then Feint Attack. Great, so the band didn't activate, that's awesome. We got rid of our primary threat, which is the important thing. His Resistance Gym means that he still will do 20 on us, which kind of sucks, but as long as we got rid of that guy, that's the important. Alright, Psychic Energy, he's gonna retreat. Probably into the Gengar, start attacking. We gotta bump the stadium as soon as we can too. He plays an Elm. I've played one Elm, two Elms, I've played two. Okay. Here's an interesting thing. We can good manners to get a Pokemon, then instantly trade to that Pokemon. So he's gonna go for Eek. That's fine. We'll attach a Psychic to Umbreon. Since he's not any threat right now, and I got the EXP.ALL on him, that's kind of unfortunate. We'll just Feint Attack. Right, so Energy Converter, the active first. Sometimes I forget to do that, so Feint Attack. Nope. I think at this point I'm gonna attack the Cleffa, because I'm sick of dealing with these babies, you know? They're just the most... Well, okay, so... I know that the baby rule is annoying, but I'm just so positive that hitting the Gengar is the better play. Just because it sets me up for two shots, you know? Alright, now for sure, we're gonna EXP.ALL the Umbreon. And we can put this on the Umbreon. Since we're asleep, we can't do anything. We spent 2 Gust of Winds to get rid of the Mischievous, so we just end turn. Hopefully we wake up at some point. There's an Elm, so I'll definitely do that. Let's go ahead and Trader. No, we're fine. We have 2 Umbreons in play. I think we're fine for now. So we'll just Elm. There's a Double Gust. We can attach this to the Umbreon. What does this do? Flip a coin of heads. One of your opponent's any bench Pokemon, choose one of them, do 30 damage to it. He has an EXP.ALL too. One more turn, and I can retreat whatever he sends up, so it's fine. Or I can even wake up. So that's 25% chance to wake up. He KOs the Cleffa, and I wake up, so that's fine. I got bunches of Cleffas, so that's fine. He takes Surprise, okay, whatever. I'm gonna Feint Attack him. Does 40. Instead, I should bite him, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bite him. Bite him does 30, and then I set him up for 2 shot, so I bite. Let's see what the... I wonder what the... okay, puts me to sleep again. But this time I can Double Gust and hit the Dark Gengar. I'm pretty sure that this is correct. We really need the Energy Stadiums, that's the thing. How many Elms have we used now? 3 Elms, wow. I Double Gust, he's gonna bring him up. So let's just do this first. And then what do I hit is the question. Do I hit this guy? I guess so. We'll Double Gust. Retreat into the other one. And now we can just Feint Attack the active. Or bite the active. So Feint Attack will just get rid of the berry, but Bite's gonna actually set him up for a KO. So it's good math for us at this point that we can do the 2-shot of Bite Feint Attack to KO these guys. The sleep is gonna be annoying, but to be fair, we have failed every sleep so far. Definitely send him up. Puts me to sleep, that's fine. I can attach this onto the Porygon, start setting him up, and end turn. Okay, so actually it's not that good because, okay, I woke up, so that's cool. Uses Shadow Attack, and it's Tails. So I can just retreat now into the second one, and I Feint Attack him for the KO. Get rid of him, so that's cool. There's the Energy Stadium, that's what we need. We have used up 3 Double Gust, so I'm pretty sure we're out of him. I don't think we run 4, I think we run 3. He's gonna try to get another one set up. His next attacker is also set up. Here we go. He puts this guy to sleep. We'll bump his stadium. And then Energy Stadium for nothing. That's fine. End turn. I'll wake up eventually. And now that Stadium's bumped, he does nothing with pull-in. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Even if he KOs a Porygon, I can always trade her into another one. Trades for another Gengar. I guess he has to stall. But if at any given moment I wake up, then he gets KO'd. So, you know, that's fine. We haven't found any berries, but unfortunately, our EXP shares are really screwing us over. Alright, he's recovering this guy, which is going to be a problem, a big problem. There's another Energy Stadium. We'll go ahead and bump his stadium again. Energy Stadium. This time we'll get a Psychic back. I might as well attach to the Porygon, I think. Because this guy's already taken 40 damage, so let's set him up for another one. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, we're good. We can Super Rod something. No need to do that just yet. And we'll end turn. Eventually I'm going to wake up, and I do. But of course I'm going to be put back to sleep, so... We had that's bad luck that we woke up on going into his turn. That really sucks. But we have bumped the stadium, so unless he plays another Resistance Gym, which to be fair, they should be playing another Resistance Gym. I think they run 3. He has 8 cards in hand and 20 in the deck, so maybe he doesn't have it. Yeah, he doesn't have it. End turn, that's fine. There's a Goldberry. We'll go ahead and attach that to the active and end turn. Eventually we'll wake up. There we do. There we go. Alright, now we can retreat into this guy and feint attack him for the KO. He recovered the Mischievous, but he hasn't benched it yet. 3 prizes to 5. We're still going to deal with these sleep problems, but that's fine. We can actually start setting up the Porygon. And so... And also Energy Stadium. End turn. I guess we should have been doing that anyway. Eventually we're going to wake up, so it's fine. Energy Stadium. And we woke up. Cool. So we can feint attack the active. Feint attack. Ghastly. There's another Dark. Stadium is heads. 2 prizes left. 2 Umbreon and Porygon left. Focus Band is on the Cleffa. Goldberry. I'm pretty sure I attack the Elekid if I get through. I'm going to run this through the Porygon just to set him up for a potential attack. Energy Stadium as well. Bring back a Water. And then Feint Attack. Tails, that's fine. We have 2 attackers. Even if he KOs 1, we get another one. Energy Stadium. In the meantime, we'll definitely get all our energy back. Set up the Porygon for an attack. Feint attack. And I'm going to take out the Elekid. So, there we go. Now, a single prize separates us from winning. Maybe he doesn't play the other Resistance Gym. Yeah, he has to attack now. Gets ahead. So, I woke up. So, I Feint attack him. Might as well attach this to the active. No, let's not do that. Let's just bite him first. Actually, we'll bite him for 30, set him up so he can't use his berries. I'm pretty sure we just end turn here. I think I realize now that I want to recover these with Nightly Garbage Run in case my deck is running too low. So I'm not gonna get those energies back anymore. This is assuming that maybe the last Elm is prized, which is gonna be an unlikely scenario, but it should be fine. There it is. Alright, so we're good. GG. Feint Attack, the active. And that's the match. So resistance is really hard to overcome, especially for Gengar. So that's why a 3-count resistance gym is going to be pretty important. I'm pretty sure our list that we showcased earlier in the videos had a 3-count of resistance gym. It's exactly for this reason, because they always 2 counts are pretty standard in a lot of builds. So when you go to 3 count to guarantee that you have any chance against dark Pokemon, then it'll work. To be fair, if he had Resistance Gym another one, he's doing 20 damage to me every turn, and I am asleep for 3 out of 4 turns. So if you add up the math, that's actually 60 damage he would be doing. Our Umbreon's only 80 HP, and so he had a chance if that was the case. But luckily for us, it doesn't look like he either ran it or drew it, so we got set up pretty well. Resistance is really difficult to overcome, especially for a low damage attacker like Gengar. So that's a tier 1 deck that we just beat. Yeah, so that's the match, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we got a match here against JM, dude. So we can start with Cleffa, so that's cool. We have an Elm for an energy. We're definitely going to bench another Cleffa, though. And we can draw a free card. Cool. So going against an Abra, which means the Umbreon is going to be very important. Going ahead and do the Elm because I don't have any energy in hand for that, and I don't have any energy for this either. So we're gonna bench this and call it a day, I guess. That's not very good, but it's fine, I guess. Well, good manners eventually. I have a bad feeling that this is item lock because this is Alakazam. He just passes. His hand must be just that dead. I wanted to play good manners, but I don't want to bench a third Cleffa, so we're actually just going to Elm and attach an energy and Eek now, because everything else is... We didn't get a Dark Energy, we didn't get an Umbreon, we didn't get a Trader, so we're just going to Eek now. So that's like 2 Elms gone, right? Yeah, that's half our Elms. It's not good, not good. We're going to bench a Porygon and another Eevee, get set up even more. EXP.ALL, probably a second Eevee. Fire onto the first one. Porygon in play helps me out to make sure I have my 2 darks set up. He still hasn't done anything though. That's pretty crazy. Recycle to Abra. Is this item lock is the question. It's starting to feel like it is. So we're going to bench the Porygon, bench another Eevee, fire to the Eevee, and we're not going to search out Flareon. EXP.ALL to the second Eevee, and we can Eek. There's the Umbreon. That's what I need. And a Porygon too. Nice. So now things are starting to work out well. We'll get Umbreon in play. That'll protect us from his Alakazam. Rainbow Energy to Abra. Now he's 20 HP left, which means that I can probably actually just KO him if he doesn't get another basic in play. I can evolve Umbreon. There it is. There's a Kadabra. Up to 60 now. He's 1 energy away from super size, so we're going to go ahead and evolve the first Eevee. Attach the Psychic onto that. Trader, or we're going to do this first, and then we're just going to Eek. We only have 1 Porygon 2, which means that we absolutely need a Dark Energy onto Umbreon for its 3rd energy. Bite's not going to do much. He only needs 1 more energy. There is a Rainbow, which is... I guess I'm going for it because he's not putting any pressure on us is the point. So let's go ahead and just attach an energy though. We can attach a Psychic onto this guy, Eevee, the other Eevee. And do I want to search out? No, we're not going to search out Espeon. He's weak to Psychic. So we're going to Eek now. And we're just going to dig for a Dark. We have 3 Dark available. I really don't want to attach a Rainbow because I want to get the benefit of 10 plus. But if we absolutely have to, we have to. That's fine. There's another Umbreon. So it's actually Steelix. It's Alakazam Steelix. Okay, so Steelix. So this is the other Alakazam. This is the damage swap Alakazam. So what that means then is we're gonna need to get a Flareon in play. So we're gonna go ahead and trader the Umbreon for a Flareon, and go ahead and evolve that, and we'll attach a Psychic. Sure, Psychic, and then we can Eek. There's a Dark. I'm inclined to attach it to Umbreon to start getting him going. There's also a Fire, which is exactly what I need for Flareon. I'm thinking we attach Dark because I'm about to attack with him first, and then I'll keep my hand. And he plays Good Manners. He has an Alakazam in hand, but the retreat cost and a Balloon Berry, Kindness. Remove 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon. Alright, and then Good Manners. So yeah, he's gonna try to wall me with Steelix, basically. That's his strategy. The Flareon's gonna do some good damage on him though, so I'm not too worried honestly with the Flareon in play. This is exactly why you run the Flareon, is for his opposing Steelixes, so can't talk today, man. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna attach the Dark. I'm thinking I want to Feint Attack Cleffa. Just get rid of him so he doesn't get a free hand. Use a Double Gust. Go ahead and just promote the Onix, okay, so there's a Porygon that goes in the active. That's fine. I'm actually kind of not wanting to. Okay, actually, I can actually Eek and or Double Gust, and then I can just retreat the Flareon if necessary, or I can do Quick Attack. So we're gonna Double Gust here and see what he brings up, because I don't want to discard any of these energies. So we're going to Double Gust. Who do I attack first? I'm inclined to attack the Alakazam because he has a heavy retreat cost. He had a Balloon Berry in hand and he actually used the Balloon Berry. So that means I can definitely bring him back up. Going to go ahead and do that and attach a Dark to the active. And I'm going to Feint Attack the Cleffa. I'm pretty sure. So let's Feint Attack. Feint Attack. Right. So Energy Converter first. The Psychic into a Dark. Where's that Dark? There it is. Alright, Feint Attack, the Cleffa. And he survived. That's okay, though. Got rid of the band, and he still has to find a way to retreat, so he had a fresh hand from the Eek, I think, right? Yeah, he had a fresh hand. So we'll see if he has another Balloon Berry or another Double Gust. This is another way of maybe we can burn his Double Gust again. So, it's win-win for us, really. I feel like we're far ahead. We have options for everything he's coming up with. His Alakazam can't do damage because I have Psychic Resistance. His Steelix is going to get severely damaged by Flareon. So we have answers to everything he's doing. So I'm feeling good with the matchup here. His Cleffa is about to get KO'd if he doesn't find a way to retreat, which means he doesn't get a new hand after that. And we're about to get a prize too. Like, we are rolling. Everything's going good. So next turn, going to attach the Fire to set up Flareon. We have a Rainbow as a worst case scenario for that Flareon. We also have an EXP share on the Flareon in case the Umbreon goes down. So we have tons of options. EXP share will also activate with Cleffa, so I'm not worried about that either. He is definitely going to be digging for some solutions here. He plays a Trader, and let's see if he wants to get set up. Maybe he's trying to get another Cleffa in play, and because he understands that he's probably not going to be able to retreat and not going to be able to KO the Cleffa. But no, he's trying to set up a second Onix. That's fine. We can actually double shot his Onixes if he doesn't attach a metal onto that guy. I feel like I don't want to bother with the Alakazam just because I think that he's not going to be... he can technically confuse us on a coin flip, so there is that. And also he can move around damage, so there's that as well. So yeah, this will be interesting. Take note that he is running the Rage Onyx. So this is a strategy. What they'll do is play Recall and attach 2 Fighting onto Onyx, and then do Rage, do 10 plus 10 more damage for each damage counter. So Steelix's HP is 110. With a Rage, you're gonna do a maximum damage of 110. So he can one-shot me with the Rage attack if he gets set up. He's got the Cleffa going now. I'm going to attach the fire to the Flareon, and I'm just going to bite him, right? Yeah, I bite the active. He actually, wow, he actually retreated the Alakazam. That is rough. He just must be struggling with the hand. So we're going to bite him, and that's tail, so that sucks. But again, like I said, we've just technically taken off 3 of his energies that he spent time to build up. His Steelix is not anywhere near set up, and even if it does get set up, the Flareon is always there. The Rage is starting to be a little nervous to me because he's going to eventually set up a one-shot with the Flareon, and all I have on him is EXP share. So I'm going to have to do some small hits here or there on the Steelix eventually, and then hopefully that sets up the Flamethrower. So Flamethrower does 60 times 2 is 120. So that means minus 10 is 110. So we still one-shot his Steelix right now. If he has 2 more Steel Energy, we're going to need to put more damage on him. He actually has 10 damage from the Rainbow, but he can damage swap to keep Steelix really powered up. So there is that part of it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good. We just got to deal with this baby, and he's moving the damage over to the other Onyx. That's something important to keep in mind is uh, if he ever gets enough total damage to one-shot something, I'm going to have to be really careful about this. Okay, so there's his strategy, another one. He plays a Tentacool, which allows you to return it to your hand, and you basically heal 20 damage every turn that way. That is smart. That is very smart. But think about what it takes to set that up. You have to run Alakazam lines and the Tentacool. So that's pretty interesting, to be fair. I'm actually going to KO him, I think, if I Feint Attack. So let's do that, because now he's got 2 Cleffas on the field. I don't want him to heal this kind of damage off every turn. So I'm just going to Feint Attack. I'm going to attach a Psychic onto the Flareon to have him fully set up, and I'm going to Feint Attack, and it's Tails again, so that's 2 turns that we've lost because of the baby flip, so that sucks. The second metal goes onto the Steelix. Now we're doing 100 damage with Flareon. And he's actually coming into play. His Tail Crush is technically set up now for an attack. So, you know what? We actually have one more option. We have Dark Vaporeon. And Dark Vaporeon actually strips energy off of the opponent. So that's one other thing to keep in mind is, okay, so he's actually healed 20 damage there. Here he comes. Tail Crush will do 50 or 20. Unfortunately, we don't have any healing options here, so that's going to be unfortunate. He does 50. How to handle this? I guess I Feint Attack. Feint Attack will do 20 on him. He's going to move the damage. So rather than that, I'm going to Feint Attack the Tentacruel and just take a KO on him. And then I come in with the Flareon. He doesn't have any fighting, though. He has a Rainbow. He can only needs 1 more Rainbow. That's really bad. This is not looking... Actually, the tables feel like they've turned. If I hit him with Feint Attack, he'll take 20, and then he's going to move the damage off. So I'm just going to Feint Attack. First of all, Energy Converter. The Psychic into a Darkness. And then Feint Attack the Tentacool. Just take a KO on him that way. There's a Fire, so... we're going to get a Fire from here as well. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I really want to play Good Manners for a Cleffa, or not Cleffa, but a, yeah, we'll do that. Take the Fire. And promote the Cleffa. There's another Good Manners. If he Double Gusts me now, what happens? Nothing, right? So because of that, I'm going to actually Eek. and not attack with the Flareon, because the Flamethrower will only do 120 minus 2 is 10, is 100. So we're 10 short of the damage here. So we're really going to need... we're going to need backup Eevees is the point. So first we'll Garbage Run. Eevee, Umbreon, and the Energy. Okay. Do I just bench the Cleffa to get a good manners and attach a fire? I'm actually inclined to do that. It's gonna clog up my bench, but it's whatever. I'm thinking this is important enough to do it because we have enough of what we need. So we're gonna do this for an Eevee. Bench that and attach a fire to the Eevee. And if I retreat and hit him, he hits me for a KO. And then what happens? Then I can do quick attack with the Flareon after an Eek. So, do I Eek first? I'm pretty sure I Eek first, but then what if he tries to attack me? He can't one-shot me, so that's fine. I'm actually going to Eek. Alright, there's an EXP.ALL, and that'll be important to keep fires in play. Super Rod is also going to help me, but hopefully get Flareon back. He takes the KO on that, that's fine. We'll promote a Cleffa and EXP.ALL the Eevee, and then attach a water to the Eevee. Okay. Do I actually go into Dark Vaporeon? I think I might as well. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll utilize Whirlpool, man. We got this. All right. So now we can Energy Stadium. Bump that for Energy Stadium. Energy Stadium, the water back in hand. And I'm pretty sure I already attached. Yeah. So we're going to retreat into the Flareon first. And good manners. Definitely good manners. Another Eevee in play. Just to have it there. There is an Eevee. Okay. And we're going to bench him. And now I Flamethrower. And we'll just discard a fire to do it. Alright. There's 100 damage. He's gonna move out probably everything except for 60. And then do Tail Crush. Or rather do Rage to KO me. So that's probably his plan. But then we have Dark Vaporeon that's going to strip his metals off. So we're going to be fine. Yeah, he's going for it. He's going to take out 60. There it is. And then he's going to attach a rainbow. And, no, 50, then a rainbow to get to 60. And that one-shots my Flareon. No, he's actually not doing that. He's going to move all the damage off. He has the cards that heal 20 from everyone. Of course. Of course. I forgot about that, actually. So, somehow him getting set up is actually good for him. But like I said, Whirlpool will take away his dark energy or his metal energies, and so eventually we have that option. That's one thing he can't very easily fix. That's the other point to make. Now, Dark Vaporeon has 60 HP, so there's another Steelix coming out. So he can't one-shot Vaporeon, and I have a Gold Berry to keep him alive, so that's another consideration. I think keeping him alive now is more important than keeping the Flareon alive, because the Dark Vaporeon will actually affect the board state in a more permanent way by getting rid of the actual metal energy. Flareon will maybe take one KO, but he's going to get KO'd himself, and then we're back to square one. So he plays Erica's Kindness, and everything is healed, and there's a Focus Band to Steelix. Okay, I guess that's perfectly fine. Do I want to retreat? I think I want to retreat. I'll attach the water to the Dark Vaporeon. Yeah, I'm going to retreat. We'll discard a Psychic, and then we'll play Energy Stadium to get the fire back. Alright, now we're going to Whirlpool and take out one of the metal energies. So we'll Whirlpool, take out the metal, and there we go. Cool. So now he has 10 damage on, plus 1 metal is gone. So yeah, he plays Warp Point. I'm definitely going to bring up a Cleffa. That's fine. He realizes the threat and now he's retreating, which is again completely fine with me. It gives me time to set up more Pokemon and all that. And eventually I'm going to draw into a Double Gust. I think we only spent one, so yeah, that's cool. We only spent one. There's another Super Rod, not really what we want. So I feel like I want to. What do we do? I think I just start attacking with Dark Vaporeon, right? Or what about Quick Attack? Quick Attack like doesn't take a full KO. What did he attach? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Energy Stadium. Don't get that. I'm pretty sure I attack with Dark Vaporeon. So we're just going to retreat into the Dark Vaporeon. Attach a fire onto Flareon. Have him set up again. And I Whirlpool and I bite. I bite. Bite him. That's a Tails. That sucks. He's going to, let's see. There's a metal, so does he start attacking? That's the question. We have Super Rod, so because I have Super Rod, that's really the important thing. I need to keep pressure on him. And the Flareon now actually one-shots him? No, he does 100. Yeah, one-shots him. So if I can get a Double Gust, that would be super sweet. All I need is Double Gust and an energy, and I take a KO, assuming the Focus Band doesn't activate. Okay, we don't get any of that, so first we'll Energy Stadium. Get the Psychic back. I'm going to hold on to this one, just because I want to keep it for a Double Gust. So I'm going to Bite. Take a KO, finally. There's a Trader, so now I just need Nightly Garbage Run, and I can get Flareon back or Vaporeon back, either way. He's got 13 minutes left to my 16. He attaches a Recycle to the second Steelix. Swaps the damage off. So this Steelix sounds like it's about to be ready to start attacking. We've gotten rid of... No, he's actually gotten it back with an Energy Charge. Okay. Alright, we're definitely going to continue to strip energy. So he hits me for 30. He two-shots me, which kind of sucks. But I have Super Rod, like I said. So I'm actually going to attach the Psychic onto the Eevee. And just do okay. Is there any energy in the discard? Nothing. So we Whirlpool the active. And take out the metal again. We've only done 10 damage, but that's fine. He's going to kill me with another energy. That's fine. We're going to get it back. That's for sure. We have a single Porygon2, which means that I just need 2 more turns. He swaps damage off, so that's again fine. Let's see what energy he uses now to attach. And another metal. Okay, that's fine. He has to do that anyway, so that's okay. Flareon's going to come in. Promote the Cleffa. Let's do Super Rod. And we'll get an Eevee back. Let's do the second Super Rod to get the Vaporeon back. And we get the Vaporeon back. Nice. Alright, so we're going to evolve the Vaporeon. And Energy Stadium. Take a water back. Attach the water to the Dark Vaporeon. And then retreat into the Flareon. And Flamethrower. I'm actually going to Energy Converter one of the Psychics into a Fire. So I can discard a Psychic. Okay. Now I Flamethrower. And I discard this one, I believe. And that does 100. Nice. Okay. So the plan worked out. He has another 100 damage to deal with. And a Vaporeon waiting in the wings. I should have benched this Eevee, to be fair. That was a mistake. But then this Vaporeon is not set up anyway, so it's okay. He has to hit 50 to KO me. If he hits another 30, I still live one more turn. So we're putting all kinds of pressure on him. Now, he has had answers to everything we've done so far. So the match is certainly not over. He's actually up on prizes, so definitely the match is not over. And he's just had a lot of answers to everything. So, yeah, I mean, we were in good positions, but I mean, it's starting to get to a point where if he keeps having answers to things that we're doing, it's gonna get really hairy. And see, there's another one right there. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do Energy Stadium. Didn't get that. We'll bench this. We will attach a rain. See, here's the problem. If I attach a rainbow, he hits me for Tail Crush. I think I'm actually gonna bump the stadium and try it again. Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay. So we're stuck. We have no choice but to do it that way. So we retreat. And Whirlpool, that should KO him, hopefully. Yeah, Whirlpool, take rid of that. Nice, great. So that worked out. There's an Elm. This thing is about to be attackable. He just needs one more energy. Yeah, Eco Gym would definitely make a difference. Let's see how he handles this. We have just barely been keeping up with him, to be fair. If he gets another 50, I think that's going to be pretty difficult. He has a Recycle and no Metal Energy, so we do full damage on him right now. Don't hit the 50. Come on, please. Come on, come on. Yes! That's great. Attach that. We'll Energy Stadium. And this hand is kind of... so we're actually going to Elm. Because I need what I need is a Garbage Run, so we're going to Elm. And there's a Garbage Run. So I'm going to attach this Psychic onto the Eevee. We have more Gold Berries too, so that helps out too. And then I Whirlpool, take out the Rainbow, do 20 damage in the process, so that's fine. Energy charges Tails, which is great. So he's lost 3 Metal and a Rainbow. Wow, wait. 3 Metal and 2 Rainbow. Man, that's crazy. He can't KO me in one shot, so for no matter what happens, I'm gonna be doing some damage. He keeps healing, but that's fine. Eventually, we're gonna catch up to him. Next turn, I get the Garbage Run, and hopefully get Energy Stadium Fire to evolve Eevee into Flareon. He plays an Elm to get a fresh 7. Our decks are pretty even. He has 2 prizes though, which is the biggest thing, really. Somehow, though, to be fair, we've been keeping up with a Steelix deck because normally we don't take prizes against Steelix. So far, it's not so bad. I feel like this is pretty evenly matched. Our deck is not designed to deal with Metal as consistently as this does. So first we'll do this. We will get the Flareon back, get an Eevee back, and get a Fire back. And then that's okay. And then hopefully the Energy Stadium works, and then the Energy Flip works. So let's do that. Energy Stadium. Yes, Fire. Attach a Fire onto Eevee. Come on, come on. Yes, beautiful. That worked out really well. So there's a Flareon back in play. We're just going to, since he has 2 prizes left, one more turn and we can do some stuff. So I'm going to Whirlpool to get rid of another energy. Is it actually discarded though? I think it goes straight back into his hand. But the point here is now he's 2 energy away from Tail Crush. So that's the important thing. He could have tackled us last turn. I'm not sure why he didn't do that, actually. Why didn't he do that? Yeah, he just passed. That's weird. He should have tackled me. I didn't think about it until just now, but yeah. But anyway. So he actually got heads on an energy charge and shuffled back in 2 metals. So metals are still in play. He's only lost 1 out of 4 now. So yeah, I'm starting to want to attack with Flareon, that's for sure. I gotta deal with this Tentacruel, man. That thing's so annoying right now. I think what I'm gonna do is, do I preemptively attach the Goldberry? How is he gonna attack me? He's gonna attack me with Tackle, right? So I don't think I preemptively do that. But how's he? Okay, so how is he ever going to attack me is the question. Because what I can do is just keep stripping energy every turn. Because it's not a coin flip. I get a free energy discard every turn. So what I can do, yeah, I can preemptively do it. Yeah, so he just noticed the same thing. Yeah, yeah, I noticed that this turn too. The 20 will make a difference if he ever gets Tail Crush set up, but since we're gonna be constantly removing his energy, I don't think he gets it set up. At least not in the immediate future, and at least not long enough until like eventually what I can do is get Double Gust set up. So I'm actually good holding this. I'm just gonna Energy Stadium all day, every day, and Whirlpool this. There's no rush to really get rid of or play anything because he's not responding to anything. Is the point? So there's some more damage taken for him. This is a recycle that we discarded last turn. He has one more in hand. So yeah, I mean, there's a Balloon Berry. He gets a free retreat now, but I have a Double Gust. However, I still need a retreat for the Porygon, which is what he'll probably bring up. So maybe now I can just start biting him, take a prize lead again. Yeah, that might be what I do. Eventually, I'll Double Gust and keep my Vaporeon safe and then start stripping energy that way. I can also put pressure on him by forcing him to. So he's played two. There's a Good Manners. Okay, what does he have in hand? Yeah, he has that Recall. I knew it. Good Manners and Erica's Kindness. So he has played 2 Balloon Berry. Does he play 3 Balloon Berry? Is the question. I would be inclined to say that he does not. I think 2 Balloon Berry is about as much space as he would have. So the question now here is, do I bite him? First, let's Energy Stadium. I'm getting free Energy Stadiums this whole time, so there is that consideration. I think he's not even using Tentacruel every turn, so yeah, I'm not sure what he's thinking. Maybe he's struggling to just figure out how to deal with my situation, but I think I bite him. I just take a bite. No, it is Tails. So next turn, I feel like if I can get Energy Stadium to work out, I can Steelix his active. Like, I can put the Steelix in the active and then just retreat and continue to strip energy. I'm going to put pressure that way. This is going to go into a deck out mode because he also has less deck than I do. And here's a situation where I want to get rid of that metal as soon as possible. So yeah, next turn, I just need to hope that I either draw an energy. There is an energy, so let's Energy Stadium. That's Tails, that's fine. I'm just going to attach the energy and retreat to whatever. So now we'll Double Gust. Because I want to get rid of that energy for sure. Let's bring up the Steelix. I can attach a Dark Energy. I don't think we'll be using to that. Okay, and I just Whirlpool. Get rid of that metal. So once again, he is in a type situation. He's in a deck out situation now, and we're stripping energy. He has to find a way to retreat a 4 retreat active. I'm sure he has one more Balloon Berry, maybe. He probably has one more. So we'll see how it goes. He should also have more Double Gust, I think. But let's see how many he's used up. There is 1 Double Gust here. And I think that's it, actually. He's played Warp Point in the past. How many of them do we have left is the question. So 1 here. 1 here. I think we might have 1 more. I'm pretty sure we have 1 more at minimum. So, yeah. I mean, he can also tackle me like he said. And, you know, he missed out on that, but he can tackle me. Bottom line is, I need to get rid of his metal. And the cool thing is that metal gets discarded before damage is calculated. So I'm actually doing 20 damage with Whirlpool. His metal does no effect right now. So that's fun. I didn't realize that it does damage before, but hey, you know, that sounds like a great thing to me. So he attached to the other Steelix. Wow. That's sad, man. He's like, I feel like eventually he'll get a Steelix in play, and I'll have a Flareon ready for that. I'm sure he'll eventually get a Steelix with enough damage on him and whatnot, or like enough. So there he goes with the Tentacool. That's fine, honestly. I think deck out is more of a plan here. So Energy Stadium, we're getting awful stuff here with the Energy Stadium stuff, man. Like, I mean, this is bad. So I think we're just biting him at this point. to accelerate the damage, so we'll do that. He can only heal 20 damage every turn, so so he's actually only taking 10 damage every turn, and eventually he'll get Celix set up, so that's going to be bad. There's another rainbow attached. That's 2 rainbows. Did he? Yeah, I need to get rid of this guy, man. That's just bad. That's going to be hard for me. I also need more energy. I really need the stadium to work for me, man. Like, come on. I could have attached the dark energy to Dark Vaporeon, but I mean, I needed it more for retreat. That was worth more to me. Let's see how many Elms he's used up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All of his Elms are gone. So now outside of Cleffa, he doesn't have a way of refreshing his deck. So Energy Stadium, finally. Attach this to Flareon, and I think at this point I will Elm. How many Elm do I have left? 1, 2, 3. This is my last Elm too, so I'm actually inclined not to Elm. I really want that Double Gust though. It's fine. I'm just gonna bite him. It's fine. The Dark Vaporeon is, and I also should have one more Nightly Garbage Run. Actually, I should have one more. I've used 2, so there's one more left. Now, I'm not considering prizes in any of this. The other thing to mention is that his Steelix still needs to retreat. So there's a warp point. We'll bring up a Cleffa. There's his Cleffa. He's trying to refresh his deck, I guess. His hand is down to 5, though, so what is he refreshing, right? He's actually going to thin his deck even more. So yeah, I mean, we've put so much pressure on him that he's actually been using all of his cards, and so yeah, his full, let's see, 8 plus 5, that's only like 13. He's got 13 cards to use, basically. I'm thinking he might be thinking to, let's do Energy Stadium first, and then we'll retreat into the Dark Vaporeon, and then we're just going to bite him, and eventually we're going to get heads on him. He's ready to attack. I have a Goldberry to go, and he needs to flip a head at some point. I have a Flareon to go as well, and if he ever leaves any damage on the Steelix, I one-shot him with the Flareon. I don't have enough energy to do it at this point, but eventually I will. I'm hoping Energy Stadium works out well. There's another Double Gust, so I'm just going to actually bring up his Alakazam, right? Because that's 3 retreat on him. I think I bring up his he must have okay, so I don't think this matters because I think he has, we're going to bring up the Alakazam. I'm pretty sure that what he has is a Balloon Berry. Yeah, that's his last one though. I'm pretty sure he doesn't run 4. So let's see what he does here. We one-shot him. Yeah, we one-shot him. So, oh no, he's doing, he's gonna do he's got Recall. He played Recall. 40, 56, yeah, he has enough. Dang. Okay, that's no good. That's no good at all. But he gets KO'd right after, right? Unless he attaches a berry right now. I'm pretty sure he gets, that's probably what he's doing. He's probably going to attach a berry. He attaches a Recycle Energy. No, he doesn't. He doesn't attach a berry. Okay. There's a Double Gust. We get it 1 turn late. And there's an Energy Stadium. We'll bring back a Fire. How do we deal with this? We're going to bench the Eevee and attach. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Now he has a Double Gust target. How many Double Gusts has he used? 1, 2, and 2 Warp Points. That's 4 ways of retreat. So, I don't know. I think what I do is I just attach a Fire onto Eevee. And we do have Nightly Garbage Run. We can actually take a look at our deck here. We have 1 more Double Gust. We have 4 total. We have another Fire. And yeah, okay, so we're good here. I retreat into the Dark Vaporeon. And I really need that the Garbage Run, so I'm going to Elm. Even though this hand looks really spicy, I'm going to Elm. And we don't even get the Garbage Run, so that kind of sucks, but okay. We Whirlpool and get rid of the metal. So that's fine. He can still attack me here. I have a Goldberry. Hopefully he doesn't do 50. Instead he does, well, actually, either way. Hopefully he does 50, and then, yeah, 50 is the only way that we have a chance here. He plays Recall again! Oh my god. Okay, wow. I totally forgot that he had a second Recall. Oh man, I can't believe that. I think we might have screwed up there pretty bad. To be fair, he set his hand up well. I don't know what else we could have done. Maybe we could have been more aggressive with the Flareon. Not using the yeah. I think that was probably the solution. We could have been more aggressive with the Flareon. Um, this is probably my worst loss to date because I feel like we had so many answers and we still lost. So it's not about luck or anything. I think we just got outplayed, which is what makes this the saltiest loss of all so far. Because we could have won, and I think if I had been more aggressive with the Flareon, we could have put more damage on his field and forced him into a tighter condition. His Steelixes at one point he only had one energy on both Steelixes, and so that was the moment to start attacking with Flareon, and I didn't capitalize on that. I kept trying to deny energy going towards deck out, but he only ever had 2 prizes left, and so if he ever got Recall set up, he hadn't even played Recalls at all, so it was statistically likely that he was going to have those options late game. So I should have seen that, and I didn't. So we just got outplayed there. To be fair, we made our fair share of semi-misplays slash strategic misplays, but that was still a good match. I feel like we could have won there if we had done things a little bit differently. But that was so good. That was so good of a match, though. I mean, that's really such a good strategy match that we just played. So I'm gonna put this at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Definitely try this deck out. Try Eeveelutions. It's cool. It's got answers to a lot of things, like you saw. But it's, as you saw again, it's one of those that you really need to know what you're doing. And if your skills are lacking, like mine was today, then it's not gonna work out for you. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you're watching, then please like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you want me to play, and I can play one of those decks for you. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.